All we got is us, look down the bench like it's championship or bust. Next man up. All we got is us, look down the bench like it's championship or bust. Next man up.
Hey, what up, y'all? What up, y'all? Welcome to New York Liberty Fan TV. It is I, your host, Rem. Last night, the Liberty fall to the Las Vegas Aces 98-81 in the very first potential finals matchup. Very highly anticipated matchup, but the Liberty were not able to pull it off. Before I tap in and discuss any further, you know what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to hit that like button, that follow button, turn on your notifications for New York Liberty Fan TV. We are presented by Bucket for Bucket Podcast Network. You know the vibes, you know the time. Last night was a tough game, our very, very first matchup of many against this super team, Las Vegas Aces. I've said this before, I've said this on many occasions. I do not believe our New York Liberty is a super team. Yet, despite the fact that we have some amazing talents, we have amazing acquisitions, former All-Stars, former MVPs, we still have to get them together and get this team gelling. This team has to gel. Jaquel still has to come back from her injury and be at 100%. Courtney Vandersloot and Brianna Stewart still have to figure out working with Sabrina and Benijah and the rest of the team. The bench unit, the bench mob, we need to get a little bit stronger in that department. Sabrina is having I don't want to say a bad season, but it's up and down, up and down. We still need her to kind of get things going and just get her legs under her. This is a team where Benijah Laney and Sabrina Ionescu have had to make the most adjustments because obviously they've had the ball in their hands primarily for these past years for the Liberty, and it has all fallen on their shoulders. But now we have the likes of Courtney Vandersloot, we have the likes of Brianna Stewart, we have the likes of JJ, who have all experienced winning, and we need to fall on them. We need them to step up. But mostly, we have to fall on that experience. We got to play stronger. We got to play faster. We got to play with a little bit more intensity. I need to see those. I need to see bodies hitting the floor. I need to see a little bit more aggression on defense. And I think that's where we lack a little bit. But like I said, this is a fairly new team. I can't call it a super team yet. I know everybody wants to jump the gun and go ahead, Liberty Aces, but it really should be the Liberty and Sun, because that's who we have to usurp in order for us to even be in the same sentence as the Aces. We need to figure out the Sun first. That's what we have to do. And I just believe that this team has so much resilience. This game that we lost yesterday, it was needed. It was needed. It was a humbling experience, and let them see that there's a lot that has to be done, not only from the players, but as well as coaching. Becky Hammond is an amazing coach. Sandy got out-coached. We need games like this because these are teaching experiences, learning moments to get us where we need to be. Better they happen now than later on in the season. Guys, the Aces are on track to be one of the best teams in WNBA history. I want to give a shout out to Mill Media, because Mill Media, she posted a post about the Liberty and the Aces matchup, and she kind of did the NBA analogy for people who are not aware and people who don't know. She said, hey guys, this is like when LeBron and the Cavs went against that stacked Warriors team. What do you think? Like that is the best analogy that I've heard of explaining the Liberty and the Aces. The best analogy I've heard is to kind of think of LeBron and the Cavs going up against those stacked Warriors teams. So there you have it. There you have it. The top performers from this game were Brianna Stewart. On the Liberty side, she had 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a lot lower than her season averages of pretty much 23 and 10. And then Kelsey Plum, she had it cooking. She had 18, 3 and 8, but that don't really tell the story because she was cooking early. She was definitely getting in our Liberty defense, and that goes the same for pretty much the Aces team. The Aces team, they were stacked. Pretty much all of their starters were in double figures. Almost everybody had a steal. The team, they had 10 steals as a team. They were moving the ball. Jackie Young, 15 points. Asia Wilson, 16. Candace Parker, this might have been Candace Parker's best game of the season. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Chelsea Gray, 14 points, and you've seen a couple of dimes she had. She had 6 assists. Amazing play. We just did not have enough for the ladies. Again, Benijah Laney and Sabrina Ionescu, that's kind of where we really need the best production against this Aces team, and they didn't do great at all. Benijah only 3 points, 4 rebounds, and Sabrina with 7 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. We're going to need more production from them too. A lot more production in order to battle this. This is the same team that is now 14-1. They've beat a team by 41 points already. They're trending up. They're continuing to trend up, and you almost have to play perfect basketball if you're the New York Liberty in order to stay afloat with the Aces. The Aces dominated the entire game. I believe this is their 4th victory where they led the entire game without trailing. I want to say the 3rd quarter is where we lost this game. First 2 quarters by halftime, we were only down by 7 points. I think it was 42-49. But it was that 3rd quarter where we got outscored 27-14, which was not enough for us to kind of. We almost were down by 30 points at a point in this game, and they just have to do better. They have to do a lot better. A lot more work needs to be done in order for this team to not only be taken seriously and be seen as a serious contender against the Aces, but there just has to be more production from not only the starters but the bench, the coaching. We have to do better. This Aces team is stacked. They are stacked. But one thing I'll tell you, they are not unbeatable. We can beat this team. I'm taking the positive out of all of this. To be fairly honest with you, I'm taking the positive out of all of this, and I'm taking it to the next game because they got to come to New York too. They got to come to Brooklyn, New York. They got to come and get into Barclays, and they got to put up the same type of performance against our girls. This was a teaching experience. This was a learning experience, and we will come back. We will come back. I think that was it for our road trip. We are 3-1. We are going back home now. But let's tap in. Let's discuss with each other. What do y'all think? What do y'all think happens now? What do y'all think that next matchup is going to be like? Should the Liberty be discouraged? Are we that much? Are we that far away from the Aces? Let me know your thoughts. Again, this was New York Liberty Fan TV presented by Bucket for Bucket Podcast. I am your host, Rem. I don't have too much to talk about. I'm upset that our girls took the loss, but hey, what can you do? Not much you can do. Let's tap in. Please do subscribe to Bucket for Bucket Podcast. We are going to be discussing some NBA free agency, which is underway tonight. And also just tapping into more WNBA news for you. But, like I said, I'm your host, Rem. I'll catch y'all on the flip. Peace. Go Liberty, go.
All we got is us look down the bench like it's championship or bust. Next man up. All we got is us look down the bench like it's championship or bust. Next man up. Yeah, the strong survive, the will to rise. Get rich or die. I kill for mine. Look in my eyes. Get out the lane. You see the drive. If this a game of thrones for throne, that make me catch a bone. I'm cold. My name is Stone. Born winner. Now all you gotta do is trust. Look at the bench. Yo, the championship a must. We like next man up. They ain't training hard as me. Those 2 a days I hardly sleep. Suicides in 3 a week, but it's just me because they sleep. Roll 2 and P.